Why did Playboy sell millions of copies a month? Just because of the photos? Not exactly. Behind those massive sales was a secret the world thinks it knows, but never truly understood. Who helped Playboy dominate? What tricks made men line up to buy every issue? Today, let's turn back time and uncover the truth hiding behind that glamorous facade. The December 1953 issue of Playboy was the very first, and it featured Marilyn Monroe on the cover, already a rising Hollywood icon. With her golden hair, radiant smile, and sultry charm, Marilyn embodied the perfect combination of sex appeal and elegance, immediately capturing the imagination of readers across America. Despite being a brand new magazine with modest beginnings, the issue sold over 50,000 copies in its first run, a remarkable feat for 1953. Men weren't just drawn to her body. They were captivated by her persona, playful, glamorous, and irresistible. Marilyn's presence gave the magazine instant prestige and allure, setting the tone for what Playboy would become. The magazine didn't rely solely on the pinup. It also offered articles, fiction, and philosophy that spoke to the modern man's lifestyle. But it was Marilyn Monroe who made people line up at newsstands, craving that perfect mix of celebrity, beauty, and sophistication. Her cover didn't just sell magazines, it launched an empire, making Playboy a cultural phenomenon from the very first page. The January 1960 issue of Playboy featured Stella Stevens, a 21-year-old rising Hollywood star. With her golden hair, radiant face, and perfectly balanced figure, 36-22-37, Stella combined youthful innocence with undeniable allure. She had already appeared with Bing Crosby and Jerry Lewis, and would later star with Elvis Presley. By then, Playboy was selling close to 1 million copies per month. Stella's appearance wasn't just about nudity. It was the perfect mix of Hollywood glamour and sensual charm. Men lined up to buy the issue, captivated by her beauty, her face, and her elegant curves. Behind the cover was a young woman navigating fame and ambition. Yet her presence helped drive massive sales, cementing Playboy's growing influence. Stella Stevens became a symbol of desire, Hollywood allure, and the irresistible pull that made readers come back for more. The June 1965 issue of Playboy featured Ursula Andress, the Swiss-born Hollywood star who was about to take the world by storm. Known for her breakout role as Honey Rider in Dr. No, 1962, Ursula embodied the perfect blend of European elegance and daring sensuality. With her sculpted figure, stunning smile, and magnetic presence, she became the epitome of the 1960s Playboy allure. Playboy was now a cultural phenomenon, selling millions of copies each month, and Ursula's feature captured readers' attention immediately. Men weren't just drawn to her body. They were captivated by her charisma, confidence, and the Hollywood mystique she carried. Each curve, every glance made the magazine impossible to resist. Her appearance on the cover and centerfold wasn't just a photo shoot, it was a statement. Playboy wasn't only about provocative images, it was about celebrity, glamour, and the fantasy of the silver screen. Ursula Andress turned pages into desire, helping the magazine dominate newsstands, and cementing her status as a timeless icon of sex appeal and Hollywood charm. The December 1965 issue of Playboy featured Brigitte Bardot, the French screen goddess whose name was synonymous with 1960s glamour and sensuality. Bardot, already a global icon from films like And God Created Woman, brought a unique mix of playful innocence and bold seduction. Her wavy blonde hair, sparkling eyes, and effortlessly curvy figure made her the ultimate fantasy for Playboy readers. By late 1965, Playboy had become a cultural powerhouse, selling millions of copies monthly, and Brigitte's appearance elevated the magazine even further. Men weren't just buying the issue for the images, they were drawn to her charisma, her magnetic screen presence, and the intoxicating aura of European sophistication she radiated. This issue wasn't merely a photo shoot, it was an encounter with a Hollywood legend captured in print. Bardot's elegance, charm, and daring sexuality created a magazine that readers couldn't put down. Her December 1965 feature cemented her place as a symbol of fantasy, desire, and the irresistible allure that helped Playboy dominate newsstands throughout the decade. The January 1970 issue of Playboy featured Raquel Welch, the American actress whose beauty and charisma defined a new era of Hollywood allure. Fresh off her breakout role in 1,000,000 Years BC, Raquel had captivated audiences worldwide with her fiery hair, stunning smile, and perfectly sculpted figure. Her appearance in Playboy captured that same magnetism on every page. By 1970, Playboy had become a cultural phenomenon, selling millions of copies each month. Raquel's feature wasn't just about her body. It was about the Hollywood glamour, confidence, and star power she brought with her. Men lined up for the issue, mesmerized by her striking looks, hourglass curves, and the playful yet sultry personality that radiated from every shot. This issue was more than a photo shoot. It was a statement. Raquel Welch represented the bold, liberated spirit of the 1970s, combining sex appeal with celebrity status. Her January 1970 feature helped drive massive sales and reinforced Playboy's position as the ultimate blend of fantasy, Hollywood glamour, and irresistible allure that kept readers coming back for more. The November 1972 issue of Playboy is legendary. The best-selling single issue in the magazine's history, moving over 7 million copies. The centerfold featured Lena Söderberg, who would become an iconic symbol of Playboy's golden era. Known in the industry as the Lena image, her beauty captured the perfect combination of natural charm, elegance, and sensuality. At a time when Playboy dominated newsstands, Lena's appearance was more than just a provocative image. Men bought the magazine not only for her curves, but for her charisma and the fantasy she embodied. A blend of innocence and allure that made every glance unforgettable. Her soft features, sun-kissed hair, and balanced figure turned this issue into a cultural milestone. This was Playboy at its peak, blending celebrity, sensuality, and fantasy into one irresistible package. Lena Söderberg didn't just grace the pages, she became a symbol of desire, curiosity, and the magnetic pull that drove millions to buy the magazine, cementing Playboy's place in pop culture history. Playboy's success came from bold moves right from the start, putting Marilyn Monroe on the first issue, pairing tasteful yet provocative images with cultural articles, short stories, and a philosophy for men. Hugh Hefner knew how to spark curiosity, desire, and style, turning the magazine into a trend-setting icon and driving massive sales.